Hey, what's going on? This is your boy JP Justice, aka the Simon Cowell of comedy. That's right. If you want your ego stroke, you go get a fan. But if you want to talk about this art, come holler at your boy. You can find me on any social media platform at JP Justice Laughs. And I'm rocking with my girl Michelle C. Kandid Kisses TV. Where else is there better to be?
It's the Jill of all trades, Michelle C, aka DJ Make a Move. She cute. Your host of Kandid Kisses TV, everywhere you need to be. And if you don't know by now, it's not your typical interview, y'all.
Kandid Kisses blown away. Kandid Kisses TV for tomorrow today. Man, throw that auto-tune on that bitch. Have you sound like Teddy Payne.
Hi there, this is Kim Cole, and you are rocking with Kandid Kisses TV.
It's your boy Talent, baby. Michelle and Kandid Kisses TV with my girl Michelle C. Don't take it personal.
What up, Kiss fam? It is your girl, Michelle C, aka DJ Make a Move, the Jill of all trades, and I'm back with another banger. But before we get started, I got to do the same thing I do each and every time. Got to threaten you a little bit. You know what we got to do. Hold on. You pull this threaten. Listen, I'll be serious about these threatens.
You threaten you, but the kind part is that you tell them, I'm about to threaten you. Okay.
Facts. Subscribe now. I'm going to tell you, mama, act like she don't raise you right. That's the threat. That's all I'm going to say. And I'm so serious about my subscriptions. I'm going to let my Aquarius sisters tell you how I really feel.
I don't want to fuck nobody up.
No.
I don't want to fuck nobody up.
I don't want to fuck nobody else. But I will.
If I have to.
Let the church say amen. So
Amen.
now that the church announcements are over, we get ready to get this party started. Yes, sir. I got one of the dopest talents that's been doing comedy all over the world. Listen, this brother been grinding since the tender age of his teenage years. Give it up for the one and only JP Justice. Pew, 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 pew. What is going on, sir?
I'm fine. Hold on. Hey, what's going on back? No, I'm sorry. Just talking you back. Hey, what's going on? What's going on, Candace? First off, let me say this right now. I've been watching your show. I watch your show every once in a while, and it's crazy because I never even thought to ask. So when you said, "Do I want to do Kandid Kisses, Kandid Kisses TV?" I was like, "Wow, that's crazy. That's on the bucket list. Scratch that." Thank you.
Well, I always have to tell people because a lot of times, you know how social media is. They know you by your Instagram name, your social media. I've been having to change the whole thing. Okay, so the podcast is Kandid Kisses TV, but for some reason, people read it as Kandid and be like, "Hey, Kandid," I'm like, that ain't my name. My name.
Right, you see, I just got tongue tied. I said Kandid, like Candid camera.
Listen, I be hitting stage like, "What up, Kandid?" I'm like, y'all do know I got a name, right? My name is Michelle. But I digress. We're gonna get into your business today.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. So I normally like to ask comedians that's been in the game for a long time, when did you know the entertainment industry was for you?
All right, let me start this off by saying this. Any question you ask, it's like the drink champs. I'm going to answer it. So don't be afraid to ask any question. And when did I know I was going to be a comic? Here go my newly revelation about my career. I never wanted to be a comedian. I never decided to want to be a comedian. When I first started out with this, I wanted to be a radio disc jockey, and I wanted to be a motivational speaker. But I was just that guy that was always funny. And someone said, "Yo, why don't you do some comedy?" And it's not what you know, it's who you know. You know, comedy will open up some doors for you. So I never planned, when I sit back and look at my career right now, I never planned to be a comedian. This just fell upon me, and 30 years later, I'm still here.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
So then let me ask you this. So you didn't plan to be a comedian, but did you ever have hopes and dreams to be in entertainment in any shape, form, or fashion?
Oh, of course. Everybody. When I was young, I sang. I was in theater. all of that stuff. But I started doing radio. I started doing, this is before the internet, way before the internet. We was doing what they call local radio, like satellite radio, like back in the days, you just put an antenna up and you'll reach like a 5-10 mile radius.
Yeah.
So I would do those small little branches of radio. Then I started getting into college radio, and then I wanted to be a radio disc jockey.
That's funny. I went to school broadcasting, so I understand.
I started school. I ain't finished, but that's another topic.
Hey, but we're here though. That's all that matters. So when you finally did cross over into the comedy lane, when did you know that you were a good writer?
I started on the mainstream circuit.
Okay.
Right. When I started on the mainstream circuit, it was. Let me tell you what made me say I can do it. One day I'm sitting at home, and I saw Bob Saget's HBO special. I knew Bob Saget from that show,
Full House.
Full House. So I said, let me watch his HBO special. And my God, that joint was garbage. I was sitting at home going, I could do better than that. So I decided to go to this comedy club called New York Comedy Club. Back in the days, Al Martin, rest in peace, he just recently passed. And I started doing mainstream comedy. Now, the reason why I say it like that is because, that's that. I just flew in from Chicago, and boy, my arms are tired. Comedy,
Gotcha.
A man and a black guy walk in the room, that kind of comedy, and it always felt uncomfortable, but it felt too easy. And this is when I was in college still. I was still taking college courses. I remember the people saying, there's a comedy show going on in the cafeteria. Let's go check it out. So I went down to the comedy show that was going on at the college. And there I met Face Man, JB Smooth, Sabrina Lamb, GQ. And these guys was talking like I was talking. They talking like this. And I was like, yo, where the comedy? Where the hell y'all doing this comedy at? At the Uptown Comedy Club. You got to come through. Yo, it's on 125th Street in Harlem. I was like, Harlem? Nobody told me about no comedy in Harlem. So I went to this club.
We feedback. Hold on, something changed. We got some feedback going on.
I haven't touched anything.
There we go. We back to normal now.
I had went to this comedy club in Harlem, and let me tell you something. It absolutely blew my mind away that I can talk how I talk around my friends, talk and act like how I act around my peoples. There, I watched Tracy Morgan walk in the game. I watched Flex. I watched Maceo. I watched all these sultans of the microphone then. This is when comedy, I think comedy, and don't get it twisted, I love today's comedy, but this is when comedy was like old basketball of the 80s. It was a real touch and go art form. These guys were sultans and straight Goliaths of the stage. Like every minute means something. Hamburger. All these guys were straight killing the stage. Charlie Barnett. So to get in, the late Uncle Jimmy Mack, to get in, you got to get in on like 8, 9. You can't jump in at 1 or 2 because you'll get ran over. So so when I first went on stage at the Black Club, Uptown Comedy Club, I bombed. Man, I bombed so bad. Uncle Jimmy Mack, God bless. He used to have the show called Uncle Jimmy Mack Hour. He used to have his cap gun, like this little cap gun. Bah, bah. And when I bombed so bad, he was like, "Get this MF off the stage!" Dun, dun. And to me, I was so amazed that I could speak my language. I started learning, and then that's when I started. Back then, we used to challenge each other. We used to have writing classes, and we would challenge each other. Just work on this joke, just this part. And we would just go up there and go, and like my whole 5-minute set, I just had to work on this piece. But that's when we would challenge each other. Then we would say things like, let's go on stage and do no material and still be funny. Now we're sharpening our wit and we're sharpening our personality. So we used to do stuff like that back in the day. So that's when I really found out when hanging out with the comedy club.
Classes today.
Yeah, we need those classes today. You know, today, I don't know if the audience is lighthearted and light-footed, or are the comics light-footed, but somewhere the comedy has shifted and people's comedy palette isn't being fulfilled.
Guess what? Kandid Kisses TV has merch. That's right. You can find it at artistperiod.com.
We have everything you need. We have hoodies. We have coffee mugs. We even have throw pillows and beach towels for the summer. Get it right, keep it tight. Listen, everything you need to get your drip right, artistperiod.com has it for you. That's artistperiod.com. Get your drip right with artistperiod.com and Kandid Kisses TV. Make sure you get it today.
Like I keep hearing, oh, it's funny, it was good, it was all right, it was good, it was funny, it was all right, it was fine. Back in the days, people was falling out their chairs trying to grab air.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't see comics striving for that standing ovation no more. Like we worked for that standing ovation. We wanted the standing ovation. Comics are good with just, okay, I did okay. I did okay. I did good. No.
Yeah. That man, listen, that my biggest thing, because I'm not new to comedy. I'm new, I guess, on stage because I've been behind the scenes of comedy for 13 years, and that's because I was a makeup artist for one of the hosts. So like when I got into the game, like, Michelle, everybody. I was like, it's not because I'm a comic. I just happened to be at the comedy club every weekend because I was doing her makeup. But it has changed a lot, and it's like, man,
Here's my question. Is it? I wouldn't say that the comedy got weaker, and I wouldn't say that the people got more gentle.
Mm-hmm.
It's a combination.
Yeah.
So that's why when you see now a comic that comes out and straight says what he wants to say, you know what I'm saying? Let's take Dave Chappelle, for example. When they almost want to chastise him. You know what I'm saying? So comics are scared. I think we need more front runners in comedy to do those type of things.
This is true. This is true. I mean, right now, I think the thing with comedy, it's like, I think a lot of people, I can't speak for a lot. There's more people taking it more as an entrepreneurship type skill. So they're rocking with their audience versus, I'm trying to, I guess the best way to say it is they're not
they're more niche comics nowadays.
Yeah, they're not trying to people please. They were like, if you rock with me, this is who I'm catering to. Period.
Yeah,
so it's like I don't feel the need to make everyone laugh. I'm just gonna make these niggas laugh.
These people, yeah, that's funny. I never thought about that, but that's really good.
So where we are moving on. What's one of the most memorable times you had on stage?
I was the original host, and let me put this out there so that this way it's known in history. This is the first time I'm saying it on a podcast. Exclusives! I was the first comedian to actually host Amateur Night at the Apollo live. Not the TV show with Steve Harvey and them. I'm talking about the live theater. Before me, it was Pat Prescott, Dr. Bob Lee, Kid Capri, Dougie Fresh, and that, and myself. So they had brought me in. They said, hey, let's try these comics. And I was the first comedian. I hosted at the Apollo Theater for 3 years. Nice. Then I brought in Capone. I literally said, because I was on NACA tours and doing a whole bunch of shows and stuff like that. Okay. I said, hey, you need to look at this guy, Capone. And thus the beginning of Capone's career at the Apollo Theater.
You know what?
My best time on stage is when I was rocking at Apollo Theater.
That's the listen. My mom's 70th birthday. That's all she wanted for she didn't know we had a surprise party for her, but she's like, we're going to New York. I want to go to see Apollo live to see Steve Harvey. Unbeknownst to us, we get there and Capone's hosting.
There you go. A Wednesday night.
I don't even remember what day, whatever night it was.
Capone was hosting. It was definitely Wednesday. Let me tell you about that Wednesday night. And for people who don't know, and for people who see it on TV, the TV is rough. That Wednesday night, they will boo Jesus. They will boo kids. They will boo kids singing Jesus. And they will boo their mothers. They will boo everybody on a Wednesday night. You hear me? Everybody gets it.
The only thing that made me mad when we went is because I ain't gonna lie, I went to boo. I had my boo right there. I was ready. But I was so mad because everybody was good. That night, no one got booed. I was like, this was a wasted trip. I came to boo.
So this is in a situation like that. Here's a part of Apollo history. Where was you sitting at?
Oh, we was way up in the top.
Oh, you was at the top and you still didn't boo? That's the vulture seat. That's what you
Well, no,
want.
I'm saying there was only one. I remember vividly. It was a lady. She was on the verge of boo. I had my boo ready, but then
right?
talking about
You go,
she had, man, I was listen. I was so ready. She was doing poetry, and I'm a writer. I started doing poetry. Like I was before I wrote a joke. Before I did anything, I wrote poetry and music. So I was just like, okay. So far, so good because she had the cadence, she was rocking, but then it started getting kind of like, all right, now, nigga, what you talking about? But then she was like, but the black woman, I said, okay, I gotta give you a pass. If she wouldn't start saying the black woman, she was gone.
Real Apollo contestants, they know that one thing to shift the audience, and they're no black woman, and then we as a people, and then the people
That's it.
All right, yeah.
If she wouldn't have said that, I was ready. I had a little bit. I said I came prepared. I had a kazoo. I had a tambourine. I was ready. I was like, nigga, we here to boo. But
those vulture seats, that's what they were known for.
Kandid Kisses TV is brought to you by Kissable Lips Cosmetics. You can be kissed without kissable lips. Shop KissableLipsCosmetics.com today for all your beauty needs.
But man, it ended up being good.
Yeah.
But the whole point
was like the energy of it.
Huh?
How did you like the energy of the Apollo?
Oh, it was dope. The show was dope. All overall, it was super dope. It was yeah.
There you go.
But yeah, I was saying all that to say because when we got there, she was just like, she was disappointed that Steve Harvey went there because she loves Steve Harvey, but she was just like, but this nigga funny too. So I was like, okay, well at least you did enjoy it. And Capone is really funny. So I was like, okay,
Capone is funny.
Your birthday wasn't ruined. You still had a good time.
And Capone knows how to control that audience in there, so he's definitely great.
Absolutely. So all right, we are moving on. Who is your favorite person to make laugh that you know personally?
You mean like a celebrity or something?
No, it could be a cousin, it could be a friend, whoever. Who is this the person that is your favorite person to make laugh?
Let me tell you who's the hardest two people to make laugh. But when I make them laugh, I go, oh. My wife and my last daughter. I have 4 daughters. I don't call them by their name, but 4 of 4 and my wife. These are some stone cold. You think I'm stone cold? You got to see. I bust out hard jokes and they be like this. And I even asked my daughter, I said, hey, am I funny to you at all? Listen to her answer. You got the people laughing. I'd be like, well, goddamn.
Okay. What's her sign?
She's a Leo. In fact, both of them are Leos.
There you go. Listen.
Both of
my
them
mama is a Leo, so I understand the trauma.
Cold.
Trust me, I understand. So when you get them laughing, you be like, okay, I might got something.
My wife would just come to me and go like this. That was funny. I said, was that funny? Yeah, it was funny. Can you show it? Can you tell your face?
Right. Can you chuckle out loud audibly? I need the laughter.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, we had a show like a couple of days ago, and I never experienced it because you know how some people say like Friday show, the first show is always typically the worst show, and meaning like the crowd is tired, they're getting off work, they baby. So I never experienced that until a couple of days ago, and like you know how like you can see the people smiling and you know they're listening, but they're not audibly laughing.
I'm tired.
Like y'all know we like the only way I know I'm not doing bad is because I can see you smiling, I can see you're tuned in. But nigga, laugh.
Tell your lungs to let it out. You're gonna have gas later.
That joke because I was like, is this because like you know how everybody has their bomb days, and I'm looking like, is this a bomb? I was like, oh no, she's smashing. Okay.
You said everybody have their what days?
Huh?
You said everybody have their what days?
Their bomb days.
We'll talk offline.
Okay.
Never. So, here we go. Here you go in a nutshell. What people consider good, what people consider great, you consider good. So that this way, when you hit your great, to them you're phenomenal, but you've already lifted your whole system. That's given to me by the late great Monteria Ivy. Go ahead. Next question.
Okay. What's one challenge you had to face in the industry, and how did you overcome it?
When I first started coming to our circuit, to the black circuit, I was pretty boy, light skinned, pretty boy, young, pretty boy, pretty boy, pretty boy. Oh, people didn't even pay attention to what I was saying.
Mm.
So it wasn't until I got older, married, and started gaining, mature weight, and started gaining weight, that I was able to say what I wanted to say and people hear me. You know what I'm saying? Because before it was just, put him on the show, he's a pretty boy. Put him on the flyer, he's a pretty boy. Put him on the flyer, and I don't feel like no one was paying attention to me.
Okay. You know what's funny? People always talk about how, colorism is a thing. The only reason it made me think of this is they be like, yeah, dark skin, they always bashing us, but we get light skin hate too.
A lot. Hey, yo, let me tell you what I used to have to. Let me tell you what I had to do, and let me point to the people. You did this. I was already a snapper. I already know how to snap.
Mm-hmm.
But because you come into our circuit and you can get that heckler, and every other word was light skin this, light skin that. Oh, he ain't funny, light skin that. Man, you made me really pack my heckler gun and sharpen my heckler knife. That now I dare you.
Okay. I got to ask this question because before I got into my biggest fear of even stepping on the stage for comedy wasn't about whether I was funny or not or whether I can tell jokes. It was more so, if somebody heckles me, how am I not going to whoop their ass? Because my patience is this thin. So it's like, what's going to keep me from not just stalling on their ass?
Here's the secret to dealing with even the best heckler in the audience.
Mm-hmm.
You do it with a smile. If you do it with a smile and you gain a few people on your side, the people will always love you, because remember, they came to see you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They came to see you. So when someone's heckling and you start, you can say the most visceral shit on your fucking mind, but as long as you do it with a smile, all right, I can do it right now. Okay, you keep playing. All right. And then you get them, and then you get a couple of people to agree. You see what I was, and now all of a sudden that becomes contagious, and now you've outpowered him. You have a microphone. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. I've been in the audience. I've been in the shows where some audience members was comic killers.
Mm-hmm.
But the key is do it with a smile. Tracy Morgan used to do it all the time. He used to come on stage. You look like my baby mother. Yo, I swear to God, I will put it. And he would go and get that little smile, and people loved it. And here's another thing about heckling. When you knock it down, pick it back up. That's a part of the professionalism that allows the people know that you didn't take it personal. So now they don't mind if you snap on them, because you did all you can. Look at her wig. Look at his shoes. Look at how fat. Look at his teeth. Look at it. Look how black. Look how light. And then when you finish, give him a round of applause for letting me, kill him, join on him a little bit. The people will clap, and now they realize, it's not personal.
Yeah. It's funny you say that, because that same concept, like my mom was a flight attendant for over 30 years, and
Mm-hmm.
one of her training things, they're saying, when you have a bad, a person that's on a plane, and he was like, they said you can say anything. Rule of thumb, you can say anything you want to say to that person as long as you smile. And that's in their training thing. And I'm just like, so you can say, bitch, you can kiss my ass, but as long as you smile when you say kiss my ass, it's okay.
That's all in the book. Set. Breaking down the elements of urban stand-up comedy.
No, that's right.
That was my book. Wrote #9 bestseller, baby.
Okay, then. Come on, plug.
Yeah.
Where can they find it? What website? How can they get it?
Well, actually, I'm out of my contract, so you're going to have to hit me personally at JP Justice Labs on any platform. Tell me you want the book. The book costs $20. Here's what happens. If people don't know, the book business is just like the old record business, recording business. You will get shafted for your publishing real quick, especially if they think that the book has potential, or if it has long-term potential. So when I signed the contract, I didn't realize that I'm selling it for $20, but I was getting like $2 and something off a book.
Oh,
so
like Amazon.
I'm watching the book selling ebooks online like crazy overseas. and I'm getting a $30 check, a $60 check, a $110 check, and I'm sitting there going, I'm watching the book sell. Like, how you gonna tell me? But and the book culture is so deep. Like, I was walking in Times Square, and a guy just walked up to me and just started reciting my book.
Dang.
So the book culture is pretty big, and the publishing in that is just like the recording business.
So now, I mean, well, you can self-publish, but I guess, when you first, well, I don't know if you said that's your 9th book, but with self-publishing, from that book on, did you start self-publishing?
I got two boxes full of books over here right now.
Okay.
And when you write to me and I send you a book, I'm sending it to you right here from my house. I'll even autograph it for you.
Listen, my mama got a book, and I told her that's what she needed to do too, because she put it on. I don't know what platform you put it on, but she put it on Amazon, the same reason. She was like, it's selling, but I'm getting $3. I was like, Mama, that's why you got a whole website to sell it from. They buy it and you give it to them.
Yeah, exactly. I'll put them right there.
Yeah, well, I got to train her. She's 75, so. Moving on. Name one entrepreneur you admire and why.
Dame Dash. Love Dame Dash. You know why?
Okay.
We from the same streets. I'm from Harlem. He's from Harlem. Or he's from Harlem. I'm from Harlem. And I love the way he talks. Like, he talks no bullshit. The amount of businesses that he has had that's successful as opposed to businesses that he had that isn't, I'm not worried about. I like his methods. I like his ideology. I like how he believes in himself in business and how he puts people in place, and how one of the things he said was, the person making the less money is the weak link in your circle. If people aren't being paid fairly, not evenly, fairly, then you'll always be able to find a weak link. Just some of the ideologies that he has on business is insane.
Nice. Makes a good point too. Okay. What are some words of wisdom you would give any upcoming entertainer entrepreneur?
Comic or entertainer, period?
Entertainer, period.
Do you really know what you're in for when you sign up for this? Like, you see, and I'm sorry about that. You hear the dogs and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
I live on the 4th floor, and those dogs are way in another person's backyard. The Bronx is crazy, people. Bronx is crazy. Are you sure you know what you're signing up for when you want this business? There's a lot more lime to this light, and a lot more pain, and a lot more compromising than you know of just wanting to be an artist. You know what I'm saying? It's vultures, it's parasites out here. Double check, man, triple check to see if this is what you want, because you're going to go through a lot of pain to get it. You see these guys now with these tell-all videos and all this arguing, even amongst ourselves, about things that happened in the past. This business will do it to you.
Now that I'm in it, they're like, what is your takeaway from comedy right now? How do you view comedy now? And I said, right now, I view it as high school. It's all about popularity, who, and then once you kind of get into it where you feel like you know what you're doing, it's like hood corporate. It's like,
what do you say that? I say Hollywood is like correct me if I'm wrong, I'm from New York, so we don't have these. A cul-de-sac, right? It's a community, and you have to be led in this community. And when you're led in this community, you have to uphold the community's guidelines. So this business is like a cul-de-sac. It's like a community. Are you prepared to do what the board says? And are you going to uphold these guidelines? You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what this business is like.
Yep. It's serious. The only reason I haven't taken like too much of offense to any of it, because like I've been an entrepreneur my whole life, so it's literally the life I live on a daily, but just with angrier people.
I always say hairstylists and makeup artists and barbers are hustlers. If you really want to know the code of the streets, hairstylists, barbers, makeup artists, strippers, they're hustlers, and they know the pulse of how people are living.
Yeah. Yep. I've been doing makeup for over 20 years, and been running my own company for the same amount of time, storefront and everything. So I've seen everything that you can see in the comedy game is literally the same thing you can see in the makeup game,
Mhm.
but the makeup game is more finesse and comedy is more straight to your face. I'll punch you in your face.
I know. Trust me, I know.
So, okay, well, we are moving on to our fun segments. Our first one is Kiss or Diss. This is just celebrity crushes. You're going to name who you kissing, who you dissing. All right. First one, Regina Hall or Taraji P. Henson. Who you kissing, who you dissing?
Ooh. Ooh. Oh. I like that sass of Taraji.
Okay.
Taraji gonna let you know if you kissed her wrong, but Regina Hall, I like that. I like her. What's her name has this too? Gladys Knight. I like her grace.
Okay.
When you ready for that grace, I'm gonna kiss Regina Hall. But when you ready, I'm a Scorpio.
Okay.
To me, I don't want to make love. Sometimes I want passion. Sometimes I just want to grab you, put you
I know Scorpio, they nasty. I know y'all nasty here.
I'm going to have to go Taraji P. Henson.
All right.
She looked like sometimes she'd be like, "Don't touch me right now. Come over here and give me a kiss."
All right, we got Beyonce or Meg Thee Stallion. Who you kissing, who you dissing?
Always. I hate Beyonce.
Okay. What?
There's nothing Beyonce has ever. I have never heard a Beyonce song that's not on the radio. I've never listened to any of her albums. I don't believe she's all this great. Megan Thee Stallion is thick.
Wait a minute, you finna have all the little bees under this post now. You know they're gonna come for you.
Hey, listen, they're gonna have to handle it. Sometimes your queen ain't our queen. Ain't my queen.
Wait a minute, so hold on. So not one song that
if it's not on the radio, I've never heard it.
Okay, I give you that. So none of the radio hits that you.
I've heard the radio hits because they constantly play it.
Correct.
You go, you ain't never listened to that Beyonce album? No. And Jay-Z has grown to be everything we've ever hated in this business.
Well, what do you mean?
I like the Gully Jay.
Okay.
The Jay when he was coming up, but now he's making such power moves that he's become exactly what he talked about, what he talked against in his early career. There's a scene in Batman with what's the guy who died who played the Joker? Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
The guy who played the guy who played Two-Face said, "You either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain." Mm-hmm. And Jay has been around long enough that we are watching him become the villain. We are watching Diddy become the villain.
And I was gonna say, if you're gonna say that, we got to say something about Diddy, but you already said that.
There's a whole bunch of them. There's a whole bunch of them. You know what I'm saying?
I normally ask people like who their favorite rapper and singer is, but a lot of people have Jay on their list, and I'm not a hate. I love music, so I'm not a hater of nobody's craft. But I've never been. I never understood the hype behind Jay.
Don't get it twisted. Early Jay, let me tell you. Even his 444 album. Mm-hmm. I love music. Like I said, I wanted to be a radio disc jockey. Early Jay, you hear the grind, the grit, the come up. You hear the fights, the battles. He was very strategic in how he fought people and how he put people in play. He's very strategic, very smart. He knew how to cut people off. He knew how to dip out and not show his face. That 444 album, an incredible phonically listened album. It doesn't sound like an album you're going to hear on the radio. It sounded like he went in the room and he just wanted to talk to you. Listen to me. I got something to tell you. I got these jewels to drop. You know what I'm saying? This is something that you need to know. And he did it melodically to music. The song O.J. Simpson, incredible messages in the song. So I really love his music. But the moves that he makes and the people that he sacrifices and the casualties he doesn't mind losing for the businesses that he makes is disgusting right now. But you can't say nothing because it's all in business.
Well, Jay-Z for me is what Beyonce is to you. Like, I've only known his radio records, and there's a select few that I like. I'm like, okay, this is cool, but it's never motivated me to buy an album. Mm-hmm. So, you know, but it is what it is. Oh, wait a minute, I did, but before we get out of that, when they did the battle, him and Nas, who you roll with?
That was such an exciting time for radio, wasn't it? I mean, I used to run to the nearest radio in the car and somebody, wherever the radio was, because I wanted to hear what was going to be said next. What was going to be said next. Once again, Strategic J thought that he can just strike out at people. This is one of the first songs that he actually named people, Prodigy and all of them, and Nas. And you know, he's been saying little things to Mace. People dig back in those records. He was talking to Mace a lot. He was talking to 50 Cent a lot. I'm about $1. What the fuck is 50 Cent? Those ain't Rolex diamonds. What you done to that? You look in the videos, you always be number 2. These are little slick, sly stuff that Jay's always said in the background. And he was always been known for that. But now he comes out with this song and he's straight slapping Prodigy and Mobb Deep. He's straight slapping Nas. But what he forgot is that, not only did he forget, Nas must have forgotten in some way, shape, or form that you were a giant and that your pen was crazy. So when he drops the Takeover, which was a phenomenal song, come on, Nas turns around and drops Ether and destroys the root to his whole career, even till today. No matter, even though they made up, Jay-Z always does spiteful things to Nas. But Nas is such a person of God, such a person of the people, that he always transcends over it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Nas all day.
Nas with like Ether was good, but one mic was just my Aquarius spirit coming out, because like we'd be like, nigga, we kind of like, I don't know what sign Nas is, but as an Aquarius, we chill back for a minute. It was like, okay, pass me the mic, nigga. Like that's what that nigga Nas was it for me.
Artistic. You can see he embodies culture, art. He embodies culture and art so well. The blend of culture and art with him, you know what I'm saying? You can't deny him. He's soothing to your cultural ear, and he's such an artistic artist. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So,
well, let's get to this last kiss or diss. We got Shirley from What's Happening or Florida Evans from Good Times. So you kiss who you.
Yeah. 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 I got a sound effect. I'm gonna just hit my sound effect when I say this. Shirley.
Okay. I ain't mad at it.
Let me tell you why.
Okay.
And don't get it twisted. Ladies and gentlemen, beautiful, black, powerful, successful women. At least I know when I finish kissing Shirley, we can go out and play some ball. She know how to make a burger.
You know what? You don't think Florida can cook?
You better stop playing, JP. And we finish, make me one of them smash burgers.
Okay. Yeah, hey. That's as long as you fed, that's all that matter, huh?
Yeah.
We are moving on to our DAQ. That stands for dumbass questions. They're just random fun questions I want answers to.
Go.
All right. What was the worst job you've ever had?
Peanut butter. No, I'm only joking. I was random dumbass answers, so I was like peanut butter. I've had a lot of jobs before I got in. Here go a random job. I used to be the guy in charge of cleaning out a parking lot at the Bronx Zoo. Now, the Bronx Zoo is one of the biggest zoos in America. So I had to be there at 6 a.m. So they gave me the key to the Bronx Zoo. I was 16 years old, and they gave a black kid from the Bronx the key to the entire zoo. And I was sitting there going, I really feel like letting loose some monkeys and lions and snakes.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing, right? Why is this giraffe walking through the street? Goddamn, go get that goddamn JP.
Okay. Oh, if you could crip walk on anyone that you in your past that you know personally with no consequences, who would it be?
You mean like stunt on them, let them know that I'm doing
Like
big?
not like fight them or swing on their ass.
I don't really have no. I don't know if you know. People know me. I handle my situations right there. So I try not to harbor.
Okay.
I don't harbor it. So once we over it, we over it. But if I just wanted to stunt on somebody and let them know what it was, Anthony Bryant from Knocking Down the Doors production. You was my first manager, and you was taking me for my little $35. And I found out that week after week, as hungry as I was, and she used to she used to give me $35 and a plate of food. And I used to take that plate of food and I used to just ask people to help me get tokens to get back home. And all along, you was taking my little $35. I know you're a pastor now, but you passed the bullshit to me. You hear me? And you owe me weeks of $35. I hope you and your whole congregation burn and you missed the next arc.
She did. She pebbles you, didn't you? She did. She TLC and pebbles your ass.
She damn sure did. I'm walking around with this Fiat.
Oh my God.
Why you got a Suzuki Sidekick? Guy right here keep taking my $35.
See, once you learn the game, you know how to be better than the game. I feel you.
And it was crazy. It was crazy when she told me too. She was like, "No, JP, we was paying you $35 and we was giving you a plate of food." And I was going, whoa. I got the food, but where was the $35? They was giving it to my then manager, who even turned around. Look, who even turned around. Can we talk blatant on here?
Of course.
And fuck one of the bitches that I was fucking. Know about this shit, Anthony. I'm gonna come over and knock over your little pass the plate thing. I'm gonna knock it over and I'm gonna take the crackers and throw it off the floor so the mice can eat it.
So wait a minute. So you were doing these shows and all you thought you was getting was a meal and that was it?
So you bringing back old wounds right now, Michelle. So this is when I told you I was working the white circuit. When I first came over to the black circuit, I wanted to sharpen my skills because I told you I went to that spot and they booed me. So I was going to little places to sharpen my skill. So the lady's name is Nettie. Shout out to my girl Nettie. Shout out to Hibiscus. She used to say, "Come here on Fridays, MC the shows for me." And they used to, Michelle, they used to, oh my God, such warm hospitality. Sit down. I remember her patting me on the shoulder. "You want something to eat?" Caribbean stuff. They gave me all this food, chicken and pastas and rice, gave me stuff to go home. And I didn't know I was also getting $35. Goddamn Anthony Bryant. I said his name out loud.
God. I mean, at some point, y'all just got to square up just for old time's sake.
You're pastor now. He probably got the Lord on his side.
Well, the Lord is on your side too.
But I'm gonna go and talk to his Lord because your Lord owe me money now. Now when I get up there,
listen, Lord, you knew he was wrong. I mean,
you knew he was wrong. You knew he was wrong, and in those days you needed that money too. Ooh, God.
Yeah, and then I hate when they be like, "Vengeance is mine, and Lord." Well, Lord, find me that nigga vengeance because I need this to happen now.
Anthony, what's that? What do you call it when they pay you in retro, right?
Uh-huh.
When they owe you money and they go, "Well, this is what it would be now with the interest and everything." Yeah, all that retro. Yeah, give me that money back.
Right. Run me. Give me me.
Yeah, say run me. Yeah, run me. That's it.
What's one embarrassing moment from your childhood that you're willing to share?
All right. I tell all these stories. Ladies, people who know me know I'm a book. I'm very transparent. So, Michelle, listen to this. So, in junior high school, I was one of those security guards. Remember the school monitors, and they give you the little badge, and you walk around. And I was a lieutenant. Mine was green. I didn't have the regular one. I had the lieutenant, which means in the cafeteria, I could just walk straight up. I didn't have to wait on a line. I had the little privileges. I could go to the soda machine. I can only go to the soda machine in the teacher's lounge. I can't stand in there. I go in, put my little money in the machine. I get a soda, and I could come out. I could walk around through lunch. When it was hot, or if it was whatever, I could walk around the building. So one day, Michelle, I'm walking around the hallway. And I walk past the auditorium and I hear noise, but I knew the auditorium was closed and the lights was out. So, Michelle, I opened the door to see if I could see what was going on in there. And when I opened up the door, Michelle, they snatched me in. And all I saw was sockets of white light of my eyes being punched and me getting beat up. Yo, and all I kept hearing the grunts of them beating me up. And I'm going, and then I heard the door open up and run, and everybody ran out. And I came outside. I was so hurt. And I have a guess on who it was, but I can't never say that person or that person did it. And I had to live out the rest of the school year knowing that somebody beat my ass in the school.
You came out like, I'm putting cases on all you bitches.
I'm putting cases on all you. Who was in there? Let me see.
Look, you remember silent lunch? Everybody getting silent lunch, nigga.
They ate. Hey, Michelle, listen, no bullshit. They beat my ass. I told you all I saw was sockets of white light. You know, when you get hit in the dark, all you see, remember in the cartoons when you would see the light go out,
And then you get little stars going around your head.
That's all I saw. And I hear them go.
They hated your ass.
Yes, I was done.
Lord. All right, we are moving on. Oh, if you could create a lame superhero, what would their name be and what would be their lame superpower?
Captain Petty.
Okay.
We need Captain Petty out here. Let me tell you why. Everybody breaks the rules just a little bit. But if everybody breaks the rules just a little bit, then the rule is broken. So if you had Captain Petty that would come around and give people tickets and right the wrongs, let me tell you something that I hate. You don't have this problem. You don't live in a big city. If you got one of them little hybrid little keychain cars, if you got one of those little two-seaters, one of them little, oh, that's cute. I'm trying to save energy. Right. Get your car at the fucking street. Put it on your keychain. Take it upstairs with you. You fucking up the parking alignment.
You ain't lying.
You are fucking up the parking alignment. No one can park when you put that little piece of, when you put that gray sneaker in between two real cars. Now there's a little piece of space for another car. Put you and your partner, take your, you know how you put sneakers in the box side up.
Yes.
Put your little cars in a box like that and take your car upstairs. Take your car upstairs.
You know who else get on my nerves? Motorcycles too. You be driving, you be like, oh, that's a good spot. You put, nigga, what is bike? Why do you need a parking space if you're a motorcycle? Like, get the fuck out the way. Michelle, I'm 6'8", 300 pounds. I have moved bikes. I have picked bikes up and moved them out of the way. No, you ain't gonna mess up this whole parking spot because you want to park diagonally. No, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pick this sucker up and I'm gonna either put it on the curb because I think bike right. You put the bike on the curb, undamaged, but on the curb, so that this way I can park my truck here. My best friend has a bike, and I remember when we would go different places, or whatever. And I remember I saw him park. I was like, "Why did you park there?" He was like, "I still have to have somewhere to park." I was like, "But it's so small. Put it go in the corners out." Like we fussed for 30 minutes before we even ate dinner because I was mad at where he parked. Listen, you cyclists, you scooter guys, who else is out there? All you guys are in the way. In the way. This ain't Holland. This ain't overseas. Get out of here. Be fat bastards like us. Oh no! The funniest shit I've ever seen. You know how they had the little cars, like when they be parking real close to them. I don't know if it was on Instagram or something, but it was a little sign on the window. It says, "Please don't park close to me. I'm fat." There you go. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. The funniest shit I've ever seen in life. You know, you have your own parking spot. You live in the South, so you have your own space. Yeah. All right. So here in New York, you see how congested we are. Mm-hmm. If I can have now, let me rewrite your question. If I can have a superhero power, I want the power of the Hulk. Let me tell you why. Sometimes I come home late night and people just continuing with the parking. People aren't parked right. Like this guy's too far back, this guy's too forward. Right. And I say to myself, damn it, if he'd have just moved up a little bit, if she'd have just moved up a little bit, that's a whole spot. This is why I want to be the Hulk. I want to take your car and throw it to Utah. Or not do it like Loki did it when Loki was like, enough. And the Hulk said, enough. Yeah. I just want to pick your car. Ever in life. Yeah, I just want to pick your car and throw it in South Dakota. Just throw it. I'm telling you. Hit the tracking device on where's that? How my car get in Rhode Island? I threw it. Like you learn how to park, me. Learn how to park. We are moving on to our last DAQ. Name 3 items you would purchase to make a cashier feel uncomfortable.
I love making people feel uncomfortable too. What would I buy to make it? Little girls' panties.
Oh,
Yeah, we already R. Kelly in this whole thing. Because I'm
okay.
quite sure people said condoms and feminine products.
Right.
Little girls' panties, an eggplant, and the eggplant. I'm just trying to think of random shit. In a mirror.
Okay.
Why? In a mirror.
I thought you were going to say in the R. Kelly CD.
In the R. Kelly CD. Yeah, in the R. Kelly CD. I'm gonna ask. I'm not even gonna buy it. I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna go. You got R. Kelly CD music still? I want to see the cashier go like this.
I'm so ignorant. Let me be the cashier. I'm like, my mind's telling me no. We
Hold
are
on. Let me just say, ladies and gentlemen, I just answered the question. Not for real. I just wanted to make you feel uncomfortable. So if you felt uncomfortable, I did my job.
that part.
I got 4 daughters.
All right, we gotta move on to GMG. That stands for what grinds your gangster. Name one of your pet peeves.
Yeah, I'm on this new thing, man. For the last few years, like I'm an empty nester. So I'm trying to empty all that hatred in my heart. But what grinds my gears? I don't really have nothing now. I'll be very honest. I've been learning to be so passive these days. You know, I had to learn to not be Grizzly Bear Dad and be Teddy Bear JP.
Okay.
So I'm learning to be so, whatever. Oh, here's what pet. Oh, no, I take that back. Everything I just said was a lie. Here we go.
I was gonna say lie again because you just told me 3 of them that got on your nerves 5 minutes ago.
Here we go. Everything I just said was a lie. Here we go. I hate taking inconsiderate fucking comedians in my car that will leave out with crumbs and nastiness in my car, leave they bottles and they chip bags and blah blah blah. Be respectful. You knew this wasn't your car.
That part.
When you get out of my car, look behind you and go, let me clean out my stuff. That's a pet peeve of mine.
Now you better than me because the fact that you even allow them to get in your car.
Oh no, I don't. But if and they want to know too. Listen, Michelle, we'll be all at the club and they be and I got a Suburban, and we all be planning to go to the next show. I get up and start going, yo, I'm gonna ride with you. No, you're not. You're not riding in luxury in my car and you're not paying no gas and you're gonna mess it up. No, you ain't. You're gonna ride in that Sadat over there, that Datsun. That's what you're going to.
Let me tell you something. I didn't know I have petty in me. I didn't know how high the level was until a couple of days ago. So you know how you be at the comedy club and a couple people like, so where y'all live? And I was just like, oh, time to go. Because if someone ask you where you live, that mean they need a ride. I ain't the one. I'm out.
How about comics that call me, yo, you going to that show? Yeah, how was you planning to get there before you knew it was me? You knew you got booked at that show. So why are you calling me like I was the means of you getting to the show? No. And then you want door-to-door service. Yo, come pick me up from my house. Drop me off. You got to be out your rabbit ass mind.
There's only a select few comics that they can hit me up and be like, hey, can I ride? Okay, yeah, cool, because we cool like that. But if you ever catch me on the day where we're like, hey, so like, what area you live in? It don't even matter because I ain't going that way, bro. I don't care if you live next door to me. I'm not going that way, sir.
Listen, Lila, I'm saying this with my wife in here, but we live in the same house. How'd you get
Lord.
How'd you get there?
Well, we are moving on. We have 2 more segments and we are done. So the next one is our fan favorite. It is Opera That Thing Out. That's where you pick any song that you know at least one full verse to, and you sing in your best opera voice. It could be a nursery rhyme, it could be rap, it could be a theme song, it could be whatever you want.
I don't even know opera chords.
You don't have to. You just got to make it sound opera.
Oh my God. And you told me to get ready for this segment, and I'm sitting there going, why am I drawing a blank? Right. Ladies and gentlemen, from the excerpts of Tribe Called Quest, JP Justice will do his rendition of Can I kick it? Can I kick it? Yes, you can. Can I kick it? Yes, you can. Can I kick it? Yes, you can. Then go ahead. I can't do it. I don't know. Boy, I feel so retarded just now.
That's what makes it fun. That was good enough for me.
All right, there we go. That's the same.
Last but not least, we are playing our game, Sing-a-Doo. Sing-a-Doo is a family-friendly game that all can play. It's a music game that me and my homeboy, DJ All-Star, created over the quarantine. So what you're doing, you are singing the melody of the song, but you can only use the word do. So we got a couple of different genres. We have hip-hop and R&B. We have greatest hits, pop Billboard hits, country, rock, Sing-a-Doo favorites, old school TV themes, and party and dance hits. So what I'm going to do a couple. And I'm gonna let you guess, and then I'm gonna hold the cards up to the camera, and then you'll do some. You ready?
Go.
All right, I'm doing R&B. Do 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 do.
Tell me what
There
you
we go.
need. Tell
All right.
me what you need. Here's a little story about Drew Hill. When they was breaking here, when they first was coming out, and they was signed to Island Records. I was working for New York Entertainment. Those are guys that were at the at Caroline's. One of their publicists or something like that said, "JP, we want you to see this new group. We're getting ready to drop their single." And they brought these 4 or 5 little dudes. They look like little pocket-sized humans. Bouncing up and down. And I was going, what the hell is this? But the little platinum-headed dude and all the little, I was like, well, they gonna pop. They definitely gonna pop. And Drew Hill came out of it.
You ain't lying. I ain't gonna lie, that first album was bomb. I love that whole album.
That second album, Into the Drew.
Yes.
Do 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 do. That whole little insane. That one little song, Beauty. Beauty is my name.
Yeah. Beauty was bomb, and then I don't know what, I think it was the third album when they had started changing the members. They get a song, "I Should Be Your Boyfriend." That was a banger.
It had some. I seen them. We've all must have seen them in concert. I hope you've seen them in concert when they were younger. Insane. So they're monumental albums that I think this generation should hear. That's one of them.
Oh, absolutely.
I was in the car and a young lady said, I was playing What's the 411 by Mary J.
Yes.
And the girl was like, that's Mary J. Blige? And I wanted to stop the car and just throw her out. How you not know What's the 411? That was such a monumental album to women of the 90s. It's crazy that you don't know.
And let's not forget My Life. My Life was my shit.
Yeah, My Life. But think about this. What's the 411 ushered in this new style of female. Like we never seen a female like this before. She doing it like a dude, but she got rhythm and she sounds great and blah blah blah. But she dropping it like a dude, and she giving you blah blah blah. So
you know what made me think of? I feel like Mary J. Blige, if you go back to What's the 401, is the outline of what Escape is.
Oh, all of them were in a rush to get that title, that whole genre.
Yeah,
that hip hop female R&B title. You know, Mary J just so happened to come out with a team that was so strong. Even that Mary J. Blige album, What's the 411, when it first came on, and everybody was calling her, yo, yep. Mary, yo, it's me, Red. You know, Mary, yo, this blah blah blah. It was just such a balls to the ground, grassroots. How we was feeling. If I had to give it any comparison, I would compare it to the Wu-Tang 36 Chambers. It's just that close to culture. It was that close. People, you felt that album. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Facts.
I'm into this music. Bro.
Listen, I see, but that's what I'm saying. I mean, music. My whole family comes from music, so like, if anything, I'm like, I can't say you can quiz me on all music. You can quiz me on the music I like. I'll say that. Mm-hmm. All right, next one.
70s, 80s, 90s, and above music up until like 2010, maybe. Then I start checking out. I'm in it, but I check out a little bit. You know, I don't shun today's artists. I'm just not attached to the music the way I was attached to music. And the only reason why I'm attached to the music before me is because our parents played it around us.
Exactly.
If I had to blame any one thing that destroyed Black culture, the headphones. Because when people got headphones, then music became personal.
Yeah.
It was no longer the soundtrack to our lives no more, because back in the days, your mother would play that on a record player and the whole house heard that song and the whole house vibed on that song. Well, when you put your headphones on now, you can be in your own world, and that's what if you ask me, it could be one of the reasons that separated us as a people.
That's true. I give you that. Man. All right.
I went deep just now, right?
Indeed. All right. We are going we got I'm trying to figure out you should know this song. Okay, this is the R&B. Do 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 do
Boom,
do do
boom,
do. What song is it?
boom, 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 boom. I was like, who is this gyrating, shirtless, and why is this video so black and white and dope in contrast? The answer is Genuine Pony.
All right, come on now. I don't even know. Okay, I'm gonna give you
off the stage, right? Far Cry.
Huh?
Far Cry from when he fell off the stage.
Oh man, listen. You know what? I know you know Zoom Man, right?
Of course.
So Zoom Man got a joke where he was doing like, talking about music and how Genuine was dope or whatever. And I forgot what the joke was, but when he had reposted it, and I was like, yo, you need to start doing that joke again, but this time fall off the stage.
Hilarious. Hilarious. Zoom Man is one of those comics. If I had to put up a Mount Rushmore of political comics that know how, I would put Shang, Zoom Man, and there's a couple of more that really that know how to blend good politics, good moral in their jokes. Freddie Ricks.
And I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm not really a political comedy fan, but like you said, because they can mix it in where it's kind of like, all right, I got that knowledge you dropped, but going back to the jokes, you know what I'm saying?
Very palatable for everyone to enjoy.
Yes, yeah, because like I'm not taking no credit from him, but like when I compare like Chris Rock and Tony Rock, I'm more of a Tony Rock fan because it's more my personal.
It's more young, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like with Chris Rock, not that he's not funny, but it's just like I feel like it's more like political driven on not on all things, but on some things. And it's like when I come to a comedy show, I don't care about politics. Make me laugh.
You let me know if you want to get deep, and I'll get deep with you. But I'll tell you, listen.
First of all, I'm not that deep.
So Chris Rock to me is the biggest buffoon and the biggest hoax in our comedy industry. I believe the things that he's done is necessary for us as a culture and us as a comedy genre, but him as a person isn't authentic. It's not authentic. That's why it doesn't stick. It's not authentic. It feels like contrived. You can see his self-hate when he does sitcoms like Everybody Hates Chris, or when he's standing there with clown makeup. He's clearly that guy in school that that little quirky kid that you kept messing with, but he kept saying smart stuff. You stop playing with me. You better stop playing with me. No, I'm not going to. You can't tell me to shut up. He was that quirky kid. You know what I'm saying? And you can see it in this comedy. That's why when he got smacked, he stood there like this. And do I condone the smack? No, but I understand why you got smacked. Hey, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Let's bring it back. What's the next do?
Okay, next song. We got TV themes. All right. Do 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 do. Okay.
I never watched that show a day in my life.
Why you know the theme song?
Yeah. It's just things that you're supposed to know. And I'm a big fan. Let me say this. Bring back theme songs to our sitcoms, please. I'm so tired of the two little chords and then the sitcom starts. One of the things that we liked is we like to sing along. You know what I'm saying?
Question: what's your top 2 favorite theme songs?
Theme songs?
Yes.
Look at what happened to me. I can't believe it myself. Suddenly I'm on the top of the world. Shouldn't be somebody else. Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. You don't know what that is?
I don't know who. I know the song, but I don't know what from what.
I never thought I'd feel so free. Flying away, oh, we gotta pray. Who could it be? Believe it or not, it's just me. The greatest American hero.
Okay, like I know it, but I don't know why I know it.
Yeah.
All right, what's your second one?
Of course. How you living? What? How you living? What? How you living? All up. You can do what you want to do.
I got a lot of them, but I ain't gonna lie. Like I like the show me that smile again. You don't remember that one? I don't.
Was that the one with the roommates?
No, that was Growing Pains.
Never watched it.
Oh well. And then they had Family Ties. I love that theme song. Sha-na-na-na.
Ding 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 ding.
Oh, Family Matters, of course. Oh, 227. Come on now.
Never watched it.
What?
I never watched an episode of that.
Oh, you tripping. That was my show.
Yo, okay. Before I say the next thing, I know your peoples is about to have a heart attack and asthma attacks. Are you ready for this?
What?
I just saw CB4 yesterday.
Come on. Sweat from My Balls is a classic. What is wrong with you?
Hey, not only did I just see it yesterday, I thought
I'm black.
Yeah. I'm black. I was sitting here going, I guess it was a timepiece.
Oh, absolutely. It's not something that you enjoy today. It's something that's like it's a classic.
I was so uncomfortable with him dressed up as that woman. And doing that, getting that close to even an imaginary kiss. I was so uncomfortable.
That was it. But I ain't gonna who Charlie Murphy cracked me up through that whole shit.
Yeah, Charlie Murphy. I mean, don't get me wrong, everybody. I like Chris as an actor. Not really, he doesn't really stretch. I take that back. He was the man in Fargo.
I don't think I saw that one.
Oh, he was the man in Fargo. But I like everybody.
Okay. Well, now I'm gonna pull the cards up for you to pick a song and then you do it. I'm gonna see if I can guess it. All right. Let me know if I need to move it anywhere.
Okay. Okay, you're gonna have to get another one.
All right.
Okay, let's do this one.
Okay.
Am I doing it right?
Is it okay? Is it hip hop or R&B? What category? Okay.
Damn, I'm doing it wrong. I know I'm doing it wrong. All right, I'm just giving it to you. It was Apache.
Wait, what song by Apache was that? Oh, yeah, you was doing it wrong. This was the one.
And Will Smith and them.
Yeah, it was doon. Oh, jump on it. That one.
Do. Yeah, I was doing. What was I doing? I was doing do.
Oh, you were doing another thing, so I ain't know what the hell you was doing.
Yeah. Another one. I know your view is gonna be like this. What
that was?
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah, go. Right. The light is in. Let me see the light. Move it over to the side. They gotta bring it close. Come on. Bring it a little closer right there.
Okay.
All right. This is hip hop.
All right.
Do. Do.
Gold digger.
Huh?
Gold digger.
Gold digger. Yep. Wow. Look. Not that you got it right. I did it right. Holy shit.
Nah, but it was just it was a certain dude that made me say that must be gold digger. Like, you know what's funny? The trick, because a lot of people say this game is so hard. The trick to it, to me, other than knowing a lot of music, is tonality. If you're on the right tone, I can figure out the song.
There you go. Do 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 do.
Right, and then even though that ain't like literally the words, it's the tone that makes me say, "Oh, do do do." Okay, got it.
That's what I say when I sing in my wife's ear. I'd be like, I know I don't know the words, but listen. My wife be like this. You're so stupid.
We're gonna try one. This one I'm hoping I can get. Okay, it's the last one. Let's see.
You got that one? You got that last one? Pick it up higher. Let me see. All right, you're gonna get this one.
Okay.
Do 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 do. Huh?
It's something about
yeah.
Prerogative.
My prerogative.
There it is.
I saw the coolest picture in the world. You ready for this picture I saw?
What?
I saw New Edition with Marlon and Jackie Jackson, and my heart melted.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a classic. You know, they just finished their first residency over in Las Vegas.
Who? New Edition?
Yeah. Oh, you ever heard about this?
No, I didn't know.
They had a residency like Usher just did. They just finished theirs, and they just got picked up for another residency in July. Their shows have been so star-studded and celebrity. We need to salute those guys. We're talking about 40 years. Of course, they've had turmoil, ups and downs, and all of that. But iconically, they're still here. And did you know that they never won a Grammy?
I did not.
Right.
But at this point, the fans are your Grammy. You don't need them.
You would like to have that little piece of iron sitting up on the shelf.
Well, then go to a trophy store and print it yourself because you know your skill.
This bump. She was like, "Well, then go make one, goddamn it."
I'm talking I'm at the level of in life where I'm just like, you don't define me, I do. So
I am there with you so wholeheartedly. Can I tell you who I met now being that we're on music?
Mm-hmm.
A couple of weeks ago, you know, we have I'm 53. I don't know if you're close to my age, but we have very iconic people in our culture that pushed not just pop culture, but just culture in itself. Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. Remember Marky Mark?
That's my nigga right there. I know he ain't a nigga. That's my nigga.
I just met the Funky Bunch like about 2-3 weeks ago, right? So I'm doing a show, and the promoter comes over to me. He goes, "The Funky Bunch wants to meet you." I said, the Funky Bunch? Like right. Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch? They was like, yeah, they want to meet you. Hey, yo, I was so ecstatic to meet the Funky Bunch. Remember how they...
You got to be a certain age to know what that means. Because like, if you don't have a context behind it, niggas be like, who the fuck want to meet a nigga named the Funky Bunch?
Right, who the fuck want to meet the Funky Bunch? But I was excited. They was like, you want to meet the Funky Bunch? Hell yeah, I want to meet the... I took straight fan pictures. Look, Michelle, I was like...
Do you understand how ignorant they sound? Man, I'm at the Funky Bunch. Well, you need to be to wash your ass bunch because I ain't hanging around. I ain't hanging around no niggas called Funky Bunch.
Yeah, you need to go wash your ass. Hey, I took straight fan pictures with the Funky Bunch. You hear me?
I bet.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Oh, you know, we got monumental people in our career. Yeah. Like I was upset that I never met the complete De La Soul.
Yeah.
I want to meet all three of these guys.
Yeah.
People ask me today, they go, what's your favorite hip-hop album? You can only say De La Soul's 3 Feet High and Rising because it's in the Smithsonian.
You know, I used to ask that question. I used to ask, what if you were stranded on the island and you only had 2 albums that you can listen to for the rest of your days, what albums would it be?
3 Feet High and Rising, and Off the Wall. Hey, yo, let me tell you something. Off the Wall will take you there. Off the Wall will take you there, man. Melodically, musically, lyrically. Yo, let me tell you something. I wish we could do this more. You have to have me back. Let's do something and do it all music. Michael Jackson's slow songs, his ballads were undeniably some of the best ballads. Liberian Girl is crazy. And There'll be no darkness tonight. Lady, our love will shine.
Come on, I hear the vocals.
Come on, incredible. What's the one with if the angels came for me? Tell the angels no, I will never ever be alone. Remember that one? Michael Jackson. And don't get me wrong, I'm a Prince fanatic too, but I just don't want people to forget about them ballads that Michael Jackson was dropping.
If I had to pick, and I have so many, but if I was going to pick something more current, and I'm saying more current as in 90s, like current, but Janae's first album. Well, they only had one album. That whole album.
She comes to the comedy clubs now too. You know, they don't speak to each other, and that's really
no.
That was a dope album. You
know
yeah.
That love me today. That boy, listen.
What about Brownstone?
Now I like Brownstone, but the main lady, she I done met her before. She done rubbed me the wrong way, so it's kind of can't take away from your talent, but you are happy.
What about Jade?
Love Jade. I never had the album, but I did love their music. Now people sleep on Brandy.
Oh no.
Brandy's
that first album.
Brandy's almost doesn't count. Hell, her first album was dope too, but almost doesn't count was what made me a fan.
Yeah, that first album was crazy. What's the other one that she had with Rottweiler? Aphrodisiac?
That was Full Moon.
Full Moon, yeah. Oh, the music on Full Moon was crazy.
The whole album, because it just flowed into each other. Listen.
All right, here we go. Name two
one of the albums where, like, I mean, every time you hear her music is dope, but like her most recent album, because I'm a Brandy fan, and I was like, man, I'm not really digging this at first. But Brandy has the type of album you have to listen to in the car.
It grows on you.
Yeah, because if you listen to it in the car, you'd be like, man, and then you hear because when she did the verses with Monica, she did a song, and I was like, I know she got a new album, but I ain't heard this one. When I started hearing, I was like, wait a minute, that's the video I saw that I ain't like. The video did the song no justice, because when I saw her do it live, I said, oh, that's.
I don't know what album this is, but you ready for me to blow your socks off?
What?
The album with Janet Jackson saying anytime, any place, whatever album it was, I will. That was so. It was so off the beaten path of R&B, but so in the right tune of where Black women wanted to go. It's a beautiful album.
And then again, you remember again, and I never make love to with the Poetic Justice soundtrack.
Come on now.
Listen,
we can do music all day.
R&B tip because we can go there.
Yeah, I think we need to do a show called "Must Be the Music."
I'm with it. Let's do it.
All right, there you go.
You know, StreamYard. Let's get it cracking.
You know, on Twitch we can play music, so like we can talk music and then we can play the song, and we just have to have people come over there.
I got to download it. I heard of it, but I'm still. I'm still on Discord.
If you're on StreamYard, get a Twitch account because you can stream to your Twitch account through your StreamYard.
Oh, nice. And I still got to figure out how to do this through Instagram because I know you can do it, but I ain't figured out how to do it yet.
I'm a geek. Talk to me. I know all this stuff.
Oh, well, I need all the rules and all the little stuff because I'm still trying to learn this thing. It's slowly but surely coming, but I'm learning. Well, before we get out of here, that is how you play Singadoo. So if anybody wants to get it, you can get it at singadoo.com. And JP, please tell everybody how they can stay in touch, what shows you have coming up, what merch you selling, what books you got.
Ladies and gentlemen, first off, I want to thank my girl Michelle. Thank you for Kandid Kisses TV. Let me say it again. Kandid Kisses TV. Not Candy Kisses. Kandid, like Candid Camera. Kandid Kisses TV with my girl Michelle C. Thank you for having me. I am your boy JP Justice. Listen, you can find me on all social media platforms. It's one name all over the place. It's JP Justice Laughs. Come on out to my Laugh Galore tour somewhere here in the city when you come to New York, or buy my book. Just hit me up on my DMs and get the book Set, Breaking Down the Elements of Urban Stand-Up Comedy. I had a blast with y'all, man. Thank y'all for having me.
All right. That has been another episode of Kandid Kisses TV. Make sure you tune in everywhere. Monday, Thursday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're on iHeartRadio. We're on YouTube, Facebook, all that good stuff. And make sure you subscribe now. And like I said, I'm going to threaten you one more time before I tell you mama, because make sure she rates you right. And we out.
Peace.
What singer do?
Hey, what's singer do?
Hey, yo, what singer do?
What's singer do? Hey, cuz. What's singer do, cuz? Singer do is a music game that all can play. All you have to do is sing the melody of the song on the card using only the word do.
Do same genre. Do
What?
do 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 do.
Kick off my shoes and relax my feet. Get ticket.
And we talk.
Do 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 do.
We'll make you.
Do do.
You got your family and they need you there. But I try to resist being last on your list. But no other girl's gonna do.
Order your copy today at singado.com.